Hey, what's up guys? I'm El.P. If you're new here, karibu sana. And let's get to it. Today we're looking at one of the most popular cars on the Kenyan roads today, the Toyota Fielder. This is the machine that replaced the iconic Corolla touring wagon. 2000s kids can't relate. The one I have here in my hands today is the 203 model. This generation model was produced from 2000 all the way to 2007, with mild facelifts in between. The Fielder has long been the choice for small families and businesses. It competes with cars like Honda Airwave, Mazda Atenza, and the Nissan Wingroad. The Toyota Fielder is fuel efficient, reliable, spacious, and cheap to maintain, easily making it the most popular car in Kenyan roads and a good number of other countries, like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Jamaica, and Singapore. Being popular has always had its good, bad, and ugly side. For the Fielder, the ugly bit is that it's a high-value target for theft. As an owner of the Fielder, you'll find yourself clenching your mkuyet each time you're in slow traffic, because you really don't know what's going to be police one off your car next. Safety features include driver and passenger airbags and anti-lock brakes, making the 202 to 207 model carry a 2-star used car safety rating based on the real-world crash data. For trims, you got the X, the S, and the Z. Some are distinguished further by editions, such as the G edition, which is more luxurious with extra padded seats, sunroof, which is very rare by the way, armrests, and other extras. The S and Z trims are available in the Aero package, which essentially is a body kit and a rear spoiler. Again, if you find this information useful, pressing the like and subscribe button would be much appreciated. It helps with the YouTube algorithm to sambaza this video and my content to the masses. Cheers. Starting from the back, I'm about 6 foot tall and I can sit flat on the back of this boot easy. It just shows you how wide the car is. Not looking at that I have long legs, so that's a plus. Yes, you get a really big space with this car. You have your parcel shelf here that helps you cover up things you don't want people to see. So you can throw in your children in there, and removing it is as easy as just pushing it up. You get a lot of space with the parcel shelf removed to put taller items in the boot of the car. And you have space to keep it here at the bottom to have it away from sight. That's one plus of having that storage underneath, so you don't have to keep your parcel shelf at your house, but you can keep it under the car, and when you need it, you can remove it and put it there. Under here, you have more storage. You have more storage bins on the side and your spare wheel. From the back of the seats to where the plastic of the boot starts is about 90 centimeters. Height-wise, you get 87 centimeters. So it's quite large. Plus, you can fold the rear seats. And you get yourself a relatively flat load bay to slide longer items to the front. And from my trusty measurement, you get 180 centimeters, which is quite large for whatever you want to put. To wrap up the back, you get 2 tether points at the front of the boot to tie down whatever you want to tie down. You don't have 12-volt sockets at the back, so it's just a big boot space. What I like about these station wagons is they tend to give larger SUVs a run for their money with space and practicality. So that's the back. Let's get into the back seat and see what else we have there. Getting into the back seats are made easy, being that the door opens nearly 90 degrees wide, so you get a lot of entry space into the back. The first feeling I have getting into this space is I have a lot of space. You can just feel it coming from other cars and getting into this. There's still quite a lot of space in between me and the door. It feels a lot roomier in here than most other cars. For headspace, I have a lot of headspace. Even if I'm sitting, I'm actually sitting dead straight because the seat slants a bit, so I'm actually sitting dead straight. So I have a lot of headspace and a lot of knee space. For somebody who's 6 feet tall, being at the back here with the front seat at my driving position, it's a breeze. It's a breeze really. You get creature comforts like an armrest that is wide enough, actually that's really wide for both passengers, and 2 cup holders. This car is actually a 2003 model Fielder. The materials on the seats, on the headliner, or even on the door panels have aged pretty well. This is one of the more clean examples of second-hand cars here in Kenya. The materials are really good. You get this nice fabric material. It's kept its spongy feel. And from the top here, you get this pleather soft material. You get more fabric liner on the side here, then plastics all the way down. And no cubby space actually here. So all the space you have are your seat back pockets on the driver's side seat. On the passenger side seat, you get a tray-like material with 2 indents for your cup holders. Getting into the center seat. Oh, that's comfortable. Yeah, that's comfortable. The center seat is quite wide, so I feel like both my bums so I feel like my bum is accommodated pretty well. The transmission tunnel is narrow, so I have a lot of space to put my feet. I can even put my feet under the seats, and the outer passengers will have space too. Being that the car is so wide, I can see having 3 adults here at the back easy. No issue. A bit of shoulder rub, but not as much as other cars. So it's quite spacious. For connectivity, there's none. You only have an ashtray at the back of the front armrest, and that's it. There's no air conditioning here. There's no 12-volt socket. It's just you and your windows. So AC on, AC off. And that's the rear. But before I finish, one special feature is that the front passenger seat, you can actually lower it from the back to have yourself a flat tray to have your meals and just bangers as you're waiting for someone or having your break. And it's a plastic material, so you can splash your tea, your coffee, put sauce all over the thing, and it will be easy to wipe, or even change your child's diaper while you're at it. But make sure to clean it very well for the next person who will be eating off that surface. So let's get into the front. Getting into the front seat is not as easy as the back because the A-pillar dips down quite hard onto the front. For taller guys, watch your head as you get in, but I get the same experience with the back. You get this spacious feeling. We're sitting in here. How do I feel being in here? It gives me the vibes for the Toyota NZE for that era. Anyway, being that the Fielder was the wagon of the NZE, so you get a lot of similar feel except from the boot space. For materials, you have this pleather material at the top. It's a soft-ish plastic with a leather kind of feeling. You have your cloth material, then plastics all the way down with your door bins at the bottom for a bit of files and your cup holders and small cup holders. Come to the center, it's the same thing again. I have a lot of plastics all the way up to the dash. Then the dash has again the soft plastic. I'll call it pleather. So it's like a plastic leather-ish material. For connectivity, you have your cigarette lighter here. Back then, we didn't have any 12-volt sockets at the front, so just cigarette lighter, but works as your 12-volt socket. At the top, you have your infotainment system. So you get your audio, navigation, and other things. Being that these cars are off the Japanese market, the navigation system is useless to us. Buy it with the intent of just using the audio, but use your phone for Google Maps and such things afterwards. For materials at the end, you can see how the owner has put an aftermarket steering wheel cover. These are the areas you interact most with the car. So the old car, that's what you get. Put this to protect whatever is left and keep it going. For the materials, if you want to make them look newer or shinier, you have car care products you can find in your local supermarket. That's the front seat. Let's open the bonnet and see what we have under there. For engines, the most common engine powering the Fielder is the 1.5 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine. The S version came with the 1.8 litre 4-cylinder engine, while the Z uses a high-performance version of the 1.8. Rarely do you see the 2.2 litre 4-cylinder diesel engine, only available in the X model, because it's not really imported into Kenya that much because of popularity and stuff. The engines were mated to a 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic transmission as standard, except the Z, which featured a 6-speed automatic. Like the rest of the Corolla range, the Fielder is considered to be very reliable. A few issues have surfaced, although most are only apparent because of the enormous numbers sold. The percentage of failure compared to the sheer number of Corollas on the road is very, very small. The 1.5, 1 and Z-FE engine has been powering Toyotas since 1999 and is regarded as one of the most reliable engines capable of outrunning most lifespans. This is, however, dependent on regular maintenance, use of quality oils, and genuine spares. The 1.8-litre petrol is reliable too, with proper maintenance. The good, the bad, the ugly. The Fielder has all these faces, but the good overweigh all the others, hence why it's so popular. Practicality coupled with good fuel economy in this economy and cheap maintenance make the Toyota Fielder a very appealing and hard to beat car in this segment. In the future, I don't see the Fielder losing its popularity anytime soon. So again guys, the more likes I get, the more people get to see this video. So don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you haven't. It's free after all. Cheers and see you on the next one.